Hello everyone, I'm Chris Parisse. I'm the product manager here at Bosch Rexroth for the CytroPac, and today I'm going to go through a size and select of how to size a CytroPac for your machine. So to start, you're going to want to go to the size and select assistant. That is, you can just Google size and select and it'll take you right to the Bosch Rexroth website. It can also be found by going onto our website and going through configurators. So to start, I'm now going to go to my screen and start going through the process of how to select the CytroPac for your application. So for the type selection, you could either do all, which includes standard power units like the CytroPac or CytroBox, along with motor pump units, which is a more traditional Cytronics application. So today we're going to just do standard power units. So for application selection, before this, I want to make sure that you pick your settings correctly, right? So in this case, you want to make sure that because we're in the US, we're going to do our units in imperial and do our target country for the USA. And this is important later in the video. So click confirm. So for application selection, we have already predefined applications that you can basically put in your max pressures and flows, and it'll automatically generate you a cycle. Or you have the option to actually do a free input to put whatever pressures and flows you want depending on your application. So in this case, we're going to do just a pre-configured press application. So in this case here, we're going to do the PQ profile. I have the max pressure at 2,000 psi and max flow rate of 5 gallons a minute since we want a size for a CytroPac. So let me click confirm. So once we do that, it now generates us a cycle. And this is a pressure over time along with flow, but all shown on the same graph. So because we picked the pre-configured press application, it automatically goes through each of the phases of a typical press cycle, and it shows pressures and flows over time. So each of these steps can also be edited depending on if the needs of your application are different. So along with that, we also generate all the total time of the profile, the maximum pressure, average pressure, along with all the data you would require to size a hydraulic application. So mains voltage, along with system dynamics and hydraulic circuit are already selected here. So once we have all that information, we can click Find Products. So now that we click that, it's automatically selected a CytroPac for our configuration here for your machine. So this is what it has selected. So it looks like it's telling us for a 2.2 kilowatt CytroPac with a 5 cc pump. So let's get some more details on why we did this. So right here it shows our pressure and flow graph. So in pressure over gallons a minute. So we have our continuous operating points and our maximum operating points. So these are all the different points that we put in throughout the cycle, and these are all generated on the graph. Along with that, we have all the system data required for the cycle, pump data, motor data, and drive data. So all this is generated for you just by putting in the cycle of your machine. So along with that, we also can see the energy savings by going from a traditional type of power unit to a CytroPac type of solution. So we can actually put in your conventional system, and depending if you have a variable pressure or depending on what type of pump and size, it'll actually give you an overall calculation of energy savings based on the previous cycle. And it looks like here for this application, if we were to switch to a CytroPac, we would save up to 57% on your total energy savings per year. So now we're going to go and actually click download here. This basically will give you sizing documentation to then take with you to then be able to analyze the output of size and select. So now that it's downloading, so now it generates a document here that has all the data that I just went through, and it puts it in a nice PDF for you. So it has the exact load cycle, the entire profile, the selected product, which in here is the CytroPac, and all the different diagrams, so pressure, flow rate, speed, torque, every single graph you think you would need It's all available to you right in this documentation here. So this is something that you can take with you for when you have to then size the CytroPac for the rest of your application. So finally, we're going to go to finalize. So what this does, this will allow us to then get the exact model code that we need to then generate an R number to get the exact CytroPac you need. So the drive size, so we can either do it with or without safe torque off. In this case, we'll do safe torque off. The sensor technology, we have either basic, premium, or premium with M12. In this case, we're going to just do premium, so that includes with the multi-Ethernet. The cooling sizing, so this will depend on the needs of your application. And so in this case, we'll typically do the most amount of cooling. And in further detail, so you can either get this UL certified or without. And then finally, it'll generate you an R number based on the exact product. So this is something that you can then take back to your Rexroth sales partners to then get a price on the exact CytroPac you need for your machine. So thank you for joining me today on sizing a CytroPac for your application. Please join me in another video on how we're going to commission a CytroPac for your machine.